Alright, now we need to set up for Minecraft.
Yep.
Because it's time for Fanfic Theater.
Woo! I did not drink enough of that rum.
I get to play something while we do that too. It's great. Chris, how long are you on tech?
I don't know. I think I'm on sleep shift right now.
You are?
Yeah, I'm actually
Who's supposed to be on tech?
Avani, I think.
Don't remember.
I'm not sure. Fanfic theater.
Okay. For fanfic.
Although, wouldn't that really just technically be
whoever-
Carter?
James.
Someone turn off the mouse.
James is supposed to, but he's asleep.
Yeah, I can turn it off.
I'm gonna go kick him.
No,
See,
it's
like,
fine.
the tech isn't super integral,
Yeah,
except for setup.
yeah. And this one, the tech's really not a big deal. Like, tech really doesn't have much to do.
I was gonna go to sleep after. Well, actually, I want to stay up for Ultimate Epic Battle.
I probably should have gotten a nap.
I'm gonna
before
set an
this.
alarm. I don't have any interest.
Welcome to my life last year.
I don't have any interest in
Look at the
Ultimate
schedule
Epic
again.
Battle, but I'm gonna want to play Puya Puya.
I have some interest in that, but I can't stay up till 4. I think.
Yeah, I'll
Once
swap
again-
with you on Epic Battle.
Once again,
Yeah.
why I took my
We'll
naps.
figure it
I
out.
mean, I don't really know what else I'll switch with.
Well, I don't mean swap as
Yeah.
in you and me trade something. I just mean I'll
Switch,
step
buddy.
in for you.
What are you wanting to play?
I don't know. Let's play some Puyo Puyo Tetris.
But yeah,
That'll work.
we'll pull up some Minecraft,
Uh,
Cardinal, Whisper, Sweet, Awfuls in my
pretty
ear.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
If you want, you can do it on your computer,
some of them
and we can just put it into
are-
the Elgato.
Are down? Are
I
like,
can just
have
do the
them,
mouse
but
and
I
keyboard.
don't have the.
It's not hard.
I don't have it downloaded at the moment because I don't have enough room.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
You're welcome to play Bayonetta or delete it if
Probably
you
should
want
have
to
checked
try
something
something
else.
else.
Fucking love me some Bayonetta.
It's the first one.
I need to fix my Xbox so I can finish it.
People, can you
My
put
boyfriend
these over
bought
there?
the second one for the Switch, which came with
Excuse me?
a download for the first one.
Yeah, man.
Put those there.
So I got the download for the
I
first
think
one.
we'll
let's
see
see
for
if
a
I can-
while.
Good, yeah, just oh wait, no, right, that's the
I
charger.
love
Okay.
it.
Does anybody need any form of food or drink made to them?
If you could get me some tea, I would appreciate it.
Do you have a preference of type of tea?
Not really.
How about genre? Herbal, fruity,
Caffeinated.
caffeinated? How caffeinated?
Moderate or above.
Are you okay with matcha?
Yeah,
Do you want really bitter or just normal?
normal.
Okay, because I'll sweeten it with honey. Catherine, would you also like some tea? I'm setting my own for
Okay. Alright. And so, as I mentioned, in the past, there is a mercy mechanic. So the way that this works,
I need a keyboard. Is that this keyboard, I think? Yes, maybe. Let's find out. Yeah.
Wow, this launcher looks way different than the last time I played Minecraft.
That sounds about right.
there you have.
This couch smells like feet.
And I get my one thing. Redbeard,
Your one thing.
we're rotating the room. I'm gonna be on 180 degrees of the tilt, so does the rest of the room.
I don't know what you mean.
No.
Please?
What?
Y'all let me have no fun!
No, what do you want?
I want the room,
You
the
want the
camera,
camera.
rotated 180 degrees and put on the top.
Why?
Because if I'm
That's
gonna
what
be,
I say every time.
because if I'm gonna be on 180 degrees of tilt, so does the rest of the room.
Yeah, did you ever eat pie, Philip?
Nope.
We should do that. We can go. We'll do that tomorrow.
Cool.
I'll go buy pie.
Well, he's supposed to do it while I'm playing a terrible game, but he hasn't picked the game yet.
Mm.
Chat,
I feel like the pie is more important.
Okay.
I guess, but like, Velocitos gave us a list.
Oh yeah, wasn't it like can your dog?
Can Your Pet was one of them, but I think Velocitos took that off the list and replaced it with something else.
Okay. Just let me know when I'm allowed to turn on the mouse and keyboard, Chris.
Okay, I will.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing Minecraft hardcore mode. I'm gonna be doing my vegetarian rules. Really, you could argue it's more of a pacifism
Yeah.
run as well. The idea is I'm not allowed to attack things that aren't hostile to me.
If things happen to die...
Oh yeah, my last round, I found a hillside cliff that had a waterfall going down it. So it killed so many llamas, and I got so much free leather. It was awesome.
Okay, so you'll still use leather.
Yeah,
Or you'll eat.
I'm not vegan. I'm vegetarian.
Well, that's not...
What?
It's more
I
of
don't
a
know.
pacifism thing. Because you'll still eat meat. You just
Yeah, that's what
won't
I thought.
kill the
If you
animal.
find meat in a cave, like in a chest or something, you'll eat it.
Or if a cow falls off a cliff.
I don't think I've ever eaten the meat. I've only ever used the leather, because that's really actually the only more debilitating thing. Because there is no way to get leather that doesn't involve an animal's death.
Yes.
But the main
You can get
thing that
food other ways.
What
Yeah.
is leather's essential?
books. The only other way to get books for bookshelves for crafting for enchanting tables is to find villages and steal all of their bookshelves.
Yes.
And that's not
I
allowed.
don't get Minecraft, man.
That's alright.
That's
You
fine.
don't need to.
Yeah, my brother doesn't get it either.
Lots of people don't.
I mean, I do, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Oh, chat. We also something we need from you is a seed.
You want chat seed?
Yes.
I mean, that's the portion of the night we're at. We established that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we didn't get a whole lot
I
of
would
submissions
prefer
in
for
here.
it to be some level of politically correct.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay,
Maybe.
we're gonna go with Carter's frothy
yeah, you
whiter
guys-
seed.
You guys did use that last time, it seems. You're
forgot
good
about
to.
that.
Oh wait, sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I didn't hit the cut button.
I also don't see it on the
we
television.
do have 2
don't
votes
see
for
what?
I don't have Minecraft on the television.
Oh, right, we have to change the input.
Boop.
I think the votes are for I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's
sorry.
reference to something.
Actually, after you full screen, I have to.
Oh, yeah. I need y'all to figure out how many E's, because right now we're inconsistent.
7.
We're fixing it on stream, don't worry.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. But yeah.
Velocidos votes for 7 E's.
7. 16.
Check
Got
Drivers voting for
16.
16. I'd like to see a donation
Yeah.
to
I
pick
would
the
too.
number of E's.
Yep.
I'd like to
That's
see a donation for the children. Like limousines bizarrely named Feed the Children.
mm-hmm.
More like Feed Our Children.
Yep. Okay, Staff Bear. I'm good on that. If someone could scroll up in chat and see how many. Staff Bear, give me how many?
6
E's?
E's.
6 E's?
Yeah.
6 E's it is.
Sapphire says 6 E's because we're 6 hours in.
I'm gonna step away for a second, but I think we're pretty
Oh.
much on the.
There's some delay on this keyboard. I'm sure that's not going to cause any problems.
There's delay?
It'll be fine.
There was. I think it caught up. I think it figured it out.
I think it was
Uh,
probably just connecting.
Yeah.
Doing something.
So we can do that. We do
All
that.
capital E's. We're good. We're good on that.
Yep.
Is this a reference to something? How are you all on this?
Re.
Okay, yeah, see, it happened
I
again.
mean, re is what lolcows do.
What?
You get idiots on the internet to read because they're angry at things and they're
Okay.
it's fun to poke the bear.
I don't even know this
Okay,
thing.
Carter.
Alright,
Where are we starting?
let's start.
Wait, remind me again. What's the tap out mechanic?
Alright, so the way that this works is that you have 3 lives.
Right.
You can use them to skip a
Mm-hmm.
If a story is completely overwhelming, you can use it to skip. And chat can donate to either increase or decrease the number of lives you have.
Fuck you.
By donating an amount of $15 or more, they can choose to either give you another life.
Okay, yeah, this keyboard's not working. I'm not moving.
And grant you mercy, or they can.
I don't know what we're doing here, guys.
It is $15. $15 minimum per life.
Yeah. Let me think this through, because the keyboard's
Also
not
frame
working
rate.
well.
Donate to sabotage your keyboard.
Like, it's trying to catch up with the keyboard, and it's not doing well.
Yeah.
It's
like, we'll give it a second to see if it's a loading thing, but it does
just
not
the
look like
world.
it is.
Yeah. Like, okay, yeah. Like, I've closed the inventory.
Huh.
That is weird.
Try changing the settings. It's like it.
Yeah, I'll just have
if
to.
you can.
Yeah. Let me see what happens if I do an input from Chris's computer.
Yeah.
His keyboard definitely is working better. It's like immediate.
Huh.
The mouse is it's better. It's not.
I'm
great,
thinking
though.
we might have to switch to doing your laptop and streaming it into the Elgato.
Let me look at his settings real quick. Yeah, he has. Is that doing anything to max frame rate?
No, because that max frame rate is 120
Yeah.
frames per second.
Yeah, and he only has 13 chunks, which is not a huge amount. Yeah, I think we might have to Elgato my laptop. Do you know how to do that?
Vaguely.
I mean, shouldn't it just require setting it to the Elgato and then plugging my laptop into one of those ports? Into one of those HDMI cables?
Yes.
Okay. Turning off the mouse and keyboard from here. I need to go get my mouse real quick.
Oop. I think we can use this.
Okay. That is a thick cable. I'm also gonna need to get my charger. Yep, we might need Chris's help. Welcome to KrakenFix, where we solve problems. Okay. In the meantime, enjoy the honestly quite nice Minecraft music.
Yeah.
Very
calming.
Yeah, very calming.
You know what's a fun movie?
What?
Joss?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Philip, you don't understand. There's like almost a recurring segment on Lights, Camera, Paper. Me and Carter just gush about Jaws.
It's really fucking good.
No, Con Air is a pretty fun movie.
That's alright.
It's, you know what the worst thing about Con Air is?
I don't.
Homestuck fandom?
I mean, that's the worst thing about life in general, but Con Air has a Homestuck fandom connection.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
You didn't need to know this, but now you do. Yeah, Con Air is a plot point in Homestuck.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's officially the worst thing about Con Air.
It was 6 E's, correct?
Correct.
But no, I was gonna say Nicolas Cage.
I feel like that's like one of those things. Like Nicolas Cage is like pineapple on pizza. Very divisive. Either you like him or you don't.
I don't
really
dislike
don't.
Nicolas Cage. I just don't think he's good in Con Air.
Mm.
He's
He's
kind of
just-
either the best or the worst thing in every movie he's in.
Yeah, because he's just doing a terrible accent that he thinks is funny.
Yeah. Okay. Now we need to, at the very least, change the input, which I think was 2.
Just need to find the button. God, I can't read a thing. I think it's here.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna go ahead and start punching down trees.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. But we gotta change the thing.
I'm doing the thing.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah, just
That.
close that. Okay. Open mountainside. Open mountainside.
So Philip, what's your goal in playing Minecraft? Now, I'm not saying that in general. I'm saying what's your goal?
Right now, it'll, first thing actually, right now, immediately, right off the bat, the first goal just has to be, get iron. Because without iron, I can't get, I cannot make a bed because I can't kill sheep.
Thank you, Velocidotus. Go enjoy your bed,
Yep.
and we will hopefully see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, man.
Alright,
Yeah.
now for the fun part of this stream. Fuck this Minecraft bullshit.
Yeah, fuck this shit.
No.
Let's bring the pain.
Let's start off in the world of Harry Potter.
Yeah, is this my immortal?
Okay.
No.
Okay, thank you.
No, we already did that on stream. That's
Wait, guys.
what
Carter,
originated this
Carter,
segment.
Carter. We forgot a very integral part of this. I'm gonna need the bucket
No.
next to me. No. Oh.
You puke on your shoes and you like it, boy.
You are giving him...
But my shoes are all the way over there.
Wow.
We're past the bucket.
Okay. You have been granted quite the reprieve. Velocidotus has given you 10 lives with a $100 donation.
How
Damn!
many fanfics do you have lined up for me?
Velocidotus, we love you, man.
You are a beautiful, beautiful human.
You're great.
I love
You're
you.
the best.
I will build a monument
I will suck
to
your
you.
cock. Just present it.
Here's the thing. You will also lose a life anytime you die in the game, of course. And
Sure.
you cannot use a life to skip a fanfiction more frequently than once every 10 minutes.
Okay, got it.
You have to
Wolves! Ha 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 ha! Easy mode has arrived.
You have to at least get bad. Take a life if he kills an animal. Yeah, if he fails in his pacifist run, he has to kill him.
you don't need to make this any harder.
Alright. So let's begin.
I'm so fucking good at
Phil.
this game.
We're going to begin in the world of Harry Potter with the Hogwarts School of Prayers and Miracles.
Oh no!
I don't know yet.
Oh god!
I don't believe so.
Oh fuck me.
The author's note is boring, so I'm skipping it. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Harry Potter who lived under the stairs in a house on Privet Drive with his aunt and uncle.
Perfect.
He was a good, obedient boy who did all his chores.
Oh.
But he felt there was something missing in his life.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Something big and special.
Jesus wants a hug.
But he couldn't quite name it. He stayed up every night and wished for this special something. But
Wow.
then one day, there was a knock at his door and everything changed.
Was
You
it
know.
Jesus?
Fuck you and the 8 legs you rode in on.
Answer the door, Harry! His Aunt Petunia, a career woman, barked from her armchair.
Oh no!
It's that kind of
where she sat with her feet up. She had short, curly blonde hair
Like a lesbian.
and never wore any makeup. Uncle Vernon nodded
I'm sorry.
sheepishly from the kitchen.
Career women wear makeup sometimes.
It was,
Very
I know
frequently.
Oh, I'm ready to buckle in.
Oh no, we have not yet begun to shit.
Question: do I get to know whether or not these are slash fics ahead of time or not?
No.
No, because I don't always know. A couple of them I do know whether or not they're slash fics. A couple of them I don't actually know if they're slash fics or not.
Dustin, there is a brown paper bag by the washing machine.
Leave it there and don't bring it.
But also don't let James know where it is.
We've got a lot more to go.
Oh, okay.
Very easy,
Okay.
to be honest, and it's right next to.
Uncle
easy.
Vernon nodded sheepishly
Oh!
from the kitchen
Oh God.
and put a tray.
It's fine.
Of
Everything
moist
is fine. Lava
chocolate
is your
Full of
friend.
prayers and
Fuck me.
Philip.
No, shut up. Lava's my friend. Lava's.
Well, 9.
Okay, I'm gonna need real quick.
We're at 9?
Carter, could you, or Redbeard, now that you're
Velocidonis
back,
gave us $100.
now that you're back, could you please bring up the death counter, because it's my life counter.
Yes. And he now has 9 lives remaining.
Oh, hey, it brought me back into the world. Weird.
So we're subtracting?
Yes?
Yes.
The skulls still work.
He has 9 lives remaining. Anytime he dies, he loses a life. He can use the lives to skip the fix, but no more than once every 10
Okay,
minutes. Alright. And if you keep interrupting me, it's going to be longer. Alright. Put a tray of brownies in the oven. Shouldn't you be doing that? Harry thought. But he was a very obedient young boy, so he answered the door right away. He turned the brass metal doorknob and pulled open the heavy wooden door.
Check the drive. I need you to finish this. I forgot what the end is. Seed. Never mind. Got there. We got there, everyone.
On the porch was standing a huge, muscular man with a big, manly beard.
Wow.
And he was dressed in... Sam, I'm going to need you to stand up for this. He was dressed in a plaid red shirt, blue jeans, and sturdy leather boots.
I could have been all these things. Why don't I get to stand up?
Because you're not as manly as I am.
His chest was covered in a thick, unruly carpet of coarse brown hair. He wore a necklace that looked to Harry like a lowercase t.
Jesus.
Just looking at Harry feel happy, peaceful somehow. But he couldn't say why.
Oh.
Good morning, kiddo, the man greeted amiably and smiled at Harry.
Isn't it amiably?
That's not what it says.
Oh. Ow.
He had the peaceful, friendly sort of face you just knew you could trust.
Is Hagrid Jesus?
My name is Hagrid. Could I speak to your mommy and daddy? I don't have a mommy or daddy, Harry replied sadly,
Is
and
he a Mormon?
and looked at his raggedy...
No,
No,
he
he's
was
not
a
wearing white.
Yeah, if he was a Mormon, he'd have a white button
Okay.
up on.
And looked at his raggedy old shoes that were blue. Perhaps that was why he felt so lonely, he thought, not for the first time. Maybe that was what he was missing, mommy and daddy. But no, that was not quite right. I am so sorry to hear that, Hagrid uttered emphatically. You can
So
speak
good
with
at
my
this
auntie
game.
and uncle, Harry retorted politely, and
don't
blinked
need
his big, blue, childlike eyes. What do you want? Aunt Petunia peered out the door with her narrow, suspicious eyes. She was wearing a baggy, unflattering pantsuit.
Okay, see, I wasn't sure if she was supposed to be the empowered, like, woman in this,
No.
or if she was still supposed to be the antagonist.
I think the answer is both.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh god, I just read ahead a couple lines.
Well, that was your first mistake.
Hello, neighbor.
There's a 9.
I was wondering if you have been saved, Hagrid exclaimed brightly, and tipped his wide-brimmed straw cowboy hat?
What? Are they in Texas now?
Also, what the fuck is a straw cowboy hat? Stetsons are leather.
Shh. Oh, clearly that person only grew up with the kid ones, which were like actually made of like a plastic straw with a red rim and a red plastic star.
Aunt Petunia laughed a gravelly laugh and leaned forward on her sturdy, practical boots.
I'm glad to know that her boots are practical. That was a fine detail to add.
Dig down to hell, sinner.
Working on it.
Don't tell me you're one of those Christians.
Oh God.
Harry did not know what that word meant. But Hagrid's smile was the most peaceful smile he had ever seen. It made Harry feel warm and happy inside, just like seeing the glowing, radiant grin on the kind, friendly stranger's face. He wondered why Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon did not smile like that. Yes, I am, Hagrid replied kindly. Are you? Is that question really necessary at this juncture? Just, anyway.
Is this supposed to be about how woman is the original sin?
Let's find out together, like a family. A shitty family. Aunt Petunia laughed again and stuck her pointing, sharp nose in the air. We are too smart for that.
Oh wow!
Haven't you read Dawkins? God is dead. Dawkins proved that. Would you like us to educate you on the Dawkins?
Is this even about Harry Potter?
I don't know anymore.
I think only in the loosest sense. What is a Christian? Harry queried innocently, and scuffed his shoe on the shaggy yellow carpet, which had not been vacuumed in quite some time.
The details are so random.
Christians are people who want to be good, Hagrid explained wisely, and crouched down so he was on eye level with Harry. We want to go to heaven after we die. Do you know what heaven is, Harry? Harry shook his head, and his big eyes were wide and curious. Heaven is a beautiful place where we can be with God. Aunt Petunia smacked her hands over Harry's young ears, and her voice was sickly sweet when she said, Thank you very much for your concern, sir, but he does not need your religion. He has science and socialism and birthdays.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Haven't you heard of evolution? I have a very good textbook on evolution that I could give you on it if you would like to learn things. Hagrid laughed wisely. Evolution is a fairy tale. You don't really believe that, do you? Yes, I do, Aunt Petunia screeched. Well, then prove it. Aunt Petunia could only stare at him, and her big mouth hung open dumbly. Here, she thought she was so educated and always demanded that Christians prove what they believed in, but she couldn't even prove her own religion.
That's right.
It was then that Harry knew who the smart one here was. Tell me how to get to this heaven place, Harry cried wistfully, clasping his hands together. Sometimes the wisdom of little ones is really amazing. We think grown-ups know it all, but then God speaks through the mouths of little ones. I want to point out
Philip,
here,
you're
this
not allowed to sing or hum.
Philip, you have to listen.
You have
I'm
to listen.
listening.
Ears
Philip, you
open.
can't
I'm
distract-
listening.
you
Heart
can't
open.
distract yourself
No.
with pain. Let Jesus in, Philip.
I want to point out that
Jesus died a long time ago.
That what
I don't
I-
want to let a corpse in.
He lives on in your heart, Philip.
Boo!
He
I
lives
want-
on in my heart.
I want to point out that what I'm reading right now isn't dialogue. This is just narration,
Yeah.
Oh.
and shows us
Hey,
how
Chris.
we are all mortals,
Isn't
struggling-
Volga the fucking coolest?
struggling along the path of life.
Okay.
Humility. There's no context for that. That's an entire sentence.
Just humility.
All you have to do is be saved. Do you want to be saved? I do, Harry squealed, jumping up and down. Then pray the sinner's prayer. Aunt Petunia tried to stop him.
I don't know what the sinner's prayer is.
But
It
she
reminds me
was...
when I moved down here until everybody started talking about praying the prayer, and I was like, the fuck is that shit?
Is that like an established thing?
It's what I was like. It's what I was like. No, I mean, kind of, among some circles.
Yeah, sort of is the answer. But she was powerless against Harry's pure, innocent, holy energy.
Oh my god.
Soon, Harry had said the prayer. Hagrid beamed happily. "You're a Christian now, Harry," Hagrid cried proudly.
Is that how that works?
No.
Okay.
Harry... okay, more accurately, it depends on your denomination, but generally no. Harry smiled, but then interrogated, "But how do I be a Christian? I don't know how." Hagrid grinned widely. There is only one place to learn that Hogwarts... There's only one place to learn that Hogwarts. School of Prayer...
Did we just go full Dave spokesman?
This person doesn't seem to know the difference between an in-dash and an m-dash.
Oh, okay.
And also doesn't seem to know the appropriate places to use an m-dash.
Oh, what?
The longer dash is called an m-dash.
Oh.
And it's a separation more similar to a
Yeah.
comma. The short dash is an in-dash, and it's used to combine things.
Yeah, I just never heard it called, or the name of it, I guess.
Yeah. An in-dash is the same thing as a hyphen. An
Got a
in-dash is
bed.
Alright. Hagrid grinned widely. There is only... sorry, I read that. Author's note. "So, what do you all think? I may not be a professional writer, but I think I am being given the talent to pull this off in service of a greater mission. Blessings, Grace Ann."
Oh, thank God it's over.
Wow.
There are
Grace Ann.
13 more chapters.
Grace Ann, God has...
Are
I know
we
you
going
feel
to
I
keep
bad.
feel like
going?
it has to be fake. Right?
No, it doesn't have to be.
Chapter 2.
Oh,
Oh, fuck you!
This isn't even like...
Chat,
This is cringy.
even if you want to tap out, it's gonna cost you a life.
Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles? Harry queried, and clasped his hands. Just hearing the name, he felt such a sense of inner peace. He wanted to have more of that peace, and he wanted to learn how to be a good Christian. He was starting to think that peace and being a good Christian were in fact the exact same thing. "I want to go there!"
Can you show me?
Hagrid beamed widely.
We're halfway there.
No.
He had been praying so hard to save a soul today. You can't sing over
You
it.
can't sing. I can sing. You can't sing.
And he was so happy to have saved the soul of such a
Of course I
sweet,
am.
earnest little one. The poor boy, being raised by two parents who were not Christian, and who both went to work and left him with a babysitter all day long.
Is this a Fairly Odd Parents?
Control F wizard. Replace Christian.
It was a good thing Hagrid had got here in
Going into
time.
the sea.
5 years down the road, Harry might have been a fornicating, drug-addicted evolutionist.
Oh,
We all
wow.
know there's no worse kind of evolutionist.
Than a fornicating, drug-addicted evolutionist. "Don't be silly, Harry," Aunt Petunia commanded, and wrung her long,
God
bony
damn it, Check the
hands.
Drive's right. If they want to tap out, all they have to do is mute the stream.
But if you mute the stream, you can't hear Philip cringe himself out of existence. Where are we? "Come back inside. I will
Where are
read
we?
you about evolution from the Dawkins.
Hell. Actual
You
literal
don't-
hell.
You don't need that silly religion. Harry scrunched up his innocent little face and thought very hard.
Oh.
Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon were as close to
Pumpkin!
parents as he had.
Woo! The promised land!
And this was the only home he knew. Could he really leave? But he was saved now. He had prayed the sinner's prayer. He could not stay here anymore, not with what he knew. Suddenly, he knew what he had to do. No, Aunt Petunia, he uttered calmly with childlike wisdom. Evolution is not real, and I am going to Hogwarts.
Are you trying to make me, like, hate my faith, Carter?
I think this just makes everyone look stupid.
Yeah. Can we just watch Bible Man? At least that's entertaining.
Bible man.
No, but I
man.
do have his comics.
I bet they kick ass.
They are amazing.
I hope they're as good as Captain Bio. Those are
Gets
my
in a
first
fight
comics.
with Dublin man.
What?
Feed dump.
No, no, Harry! Aunt Petunia screeched desperately. I have an idea. You can have a second birthday today. You like birthdays, right? Birthdays are not of God, Harry verbalized.
What is this Jehovah's
knowingly.
Witness bullshit?
Oh my God.
Also, yeah,
So I think the reason they made her a career woman was to make the fact that they were trying to associate a career woman with.
Bad.
Yep.
Yeah,
Don't
sorry.
say.
I did.
But no, this line gets dumber, guys.
Oh, what a refreshing change.
And
of
looked at
pace.
his aunt with innocent wisdom. You tried to corrupt me, but it did not work. But I forgive you, Aunt Petunia, because of Luke 23:34.
How does he know what that is?
No explanation.
Yeah,
Hagrid
it's
was
like-
amazed once again at the wisdom of little ones.
I'm a little lost on the time frame.
He did
here.
not know. No, this is all taking place in the same scene. He's still standing in the doorway. He did not know if he could forgive someone who had hurt him as much as this woman had hurt little Harry. Deny him the truth, who could be so cruel? But Harry did not even think twice about it. He forgave just like that. Truly, Hagrid had gained a new understanding of Matthew 19:14 that day. Do not leave Harry, Dudley wailed
We're not
childishly.
gonna say what the verse is. We're
Or
just
what the
gonna
sinner's
reference it.
prayer is.
We also aren't going to
Don't
introduce
you?
Dudley.
Man.
He's just here
Well,
now.
Dudley's obviously the Antichrist who's gonna come in at the end, and they have to battle during the chiming of the Infinity Bell.
I must, Harry said, and stepped over the threshold. Goodbye, Dursleys.
What?
I hope you are saved too one day.
Question:
Yes.
who submitted this?
I
And.
leave.
I fucking knew it.
Huh? Oh.
Our friend leave.
Well, I know what I'm using. I know what I'm using my contingencies for, or
Contrivances.
contrivances in the next session to do.
Apparently I'm sowing chaos in my own D&D game. What will we do when we get to this school, Hagrid? Harry queried curiously. We will pray, Hagrid retorted knowledgeably.
Oh,
Knowledgeably.
How do we do that? Harry solicited inquisitively.
oh.
Watch, Hagrid said, and then he got down on his knees on the road. He motioned for Harry
It's
to
finally
get,
getting. Oh,
Best,
wait, never mind.
best,
to get down on
best,
his knees too.
best place to pray.
I mean,
Hagrid raised
It's not the
his
worst.
hands to the heavens and cried out in a deep, thunderous voice, Dear Lord, take us to Hogwarts!
if God bans them to Hogwarts, I'm gonna be so happy.
Harry felt himself being whisked away.
Yes!
And in a moment, he
Oh.
was sitting in the cool, damp grass outside a humongous, beautiful castle. He looked in awe at the tall towers and the gray stones. What
Okay,
a-
no, I'm tapping out. I'm not letting him ruin Hogwarts. I'm tapping out.
Please kill Philip.
You pussy.
I'm tapping the fuck out. Okay, Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, and don't hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as thee."
Yeah.
It's a good verse.
It's a good verse. It really is.
All right. We are. I've not looked at this one.
Whoa.
This one was a submission that I haven't gone over, so we're gonna see how well this goes. This one
Whoa!
is called One Night.
I'm sure
Question,
you'll forget
Carter,
about
did I
that.
last longer than you expected?
Yes.
Is it one night? Is it one night in Bangkok?
I'm sure you'll forget about it soon,
I
Phil.
don't know.
Oh,
It's-
I already have!
It's just called One Night. It's by UNSC Indomitable.
Dude, Impa's the shit.
Okay.
Oh, there's a density to this one. I don't even know what the fandoms are here, but we're just gonna jump into this. Currently sit in his home in Seattle, Washington, a man
I'm in.
in his mid to life 20s whose name was Edward Blackwood, was currently at his dining room table with his sister and his unexpected house guest. She was sitting to his left and was currently wearing his sister's clothes, as the ones that she had currently had weren't really appropriate for. Well, anything in public at any rate. As it exposed a little too much skin for both their liking. If it sounds like I'm reading this strangely, I am reading it exactly as it is punctuated, I promise you. So the first thing that was happening today was that they were going out and get this strange redhead some decent clothes. But for the most part, she had to endure the tight-fitting clothing until then. Still, that wasn't the thing that gave him a headache. What was, however, was the fact that she was his servant, which didn't sit well with him. Especially when he had been trying to avoid this kind of thing for...
How long am I
personal
supposed
reasons.
to go till?
You gotta wait 10 minutes before you can
No. How long am I supposed to be doing this whole bit for?
3 a.m.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
3 a.m. we see.
Though we started a little late, so we might go a little late.
We'll go late.
But that still didn't change the fact that he was most likely stuck with her for the foreseeable future. Much to his dismay. Still, this left him with a rather obvious question. How did this happen? Well, to explain this, we have to go back at least a day and cross the pond to the very capital of the UK.
I have no
Okay,
idea what's happening.
I'm gonna go ahead and tap out. Not only is this just really dumb, but I would feel really bad if I didn't use all the lives Velocidotus gave me.
But we haven't even gotten to the part where it revealed that the mysterious redhead was Boudica.
Get the fuck. Set yourself on fire. Oh my god, I hear all the context now. Avani did this, didn't she?
Yeah, man.
I'm making my shit list. This is the list of people who I'm going to put my shit somewhere, and they're not gonna like it.
Alright, next up, we have...
Chris, give me a screwdriver. I need to open Avani's desktop case.
So
I
next
can't let
up...
you do that, Philip.
Next up, we have
Oh,
a very
God.
special entry. This one is only arguably fanfiction, but I included this because it was written by a friend of mine when she was in high school,
I'm in.
and
I'll give it.
she submitted it to the Lit Mag. I was the
no.
acting editor of the Lit Mag at the time, and we roundly bashed this piece, not knowing who it was by.
Oh.
She was upset with me for a while. She was in the room.
Yeah. Obviously,
Does
or
she
else.
know now that you were right?
Yes, she let me use this for this bit, knowing what this bit was.
Nope.
It's like,
Fuck this hole.
Don't fuck. Well, actually,
I mean,
It's hard to fuck
only
with.
with permission.
yeah.
Yeah. Get the hole's permission first.
Fuck this hole.
Don't fuck that hole, kids.
No, this hole's awful and will Not only will it poison you and give you disease, but will then explode.
Chris, for this one, I need you to set me a 10-minute timer to make sure that Philip doesn't tap out early.
Okay.
Because I have a
God.
feeling it's going to happen. This is called Night Wish.
I'm already... Wait, remind me again. 15, so that's... sophomore year?
I don't remember exactly. I just said high school.
Okay.
Dude,
Alright.
this reminds me of a quote from one of my favorite internet viewers. You know, when I said I missed being a kid, it wasn't that I missed the culture that we created at the time. It was that I missed not having bills.
Jessie Bell studied her reflection in the mirror.
Oh god, the name.
She had dark brown hair and eyes like dark chocolate. Her full red lips curled upward into a smile as she thought back unto the previous night. Vlad had taken her all over the town.
Yes! I'm in! I'm 100% in!
They had gone to shops and taverns, traveling under the names of Edward and Mina.
Yes!
She remembered his loving embrace, his warm breath on her neck, his voice hoarse as he broke away, promising to return the next night. She eagerly awaited him. Jessie Bell changed into her nightgown and climbed into bed. She stared at the fire, wondering what would become of her. Slowly, she drifted off to sleep. At Dracula Castle, the prince paced back and forth. What should I do? She loves me, and I'm marrying her because I love her. But who does she love?
Wait,
Vladimir
what?
Dracula.
I'm sorry, could you please Oh, okay.
Vladimir Dracula or Vlad, the village boy?
Oh.
Who could have told that?
I think she's gonna
Finally.
be okay when she finds out the village boy has loads of cash.
Finally, he sighed and
I can't
retired to
believe
his
Coach
chambers.
Marasu was the vampire.
He changed out of the
Wait.
silk shirt. Guys, this gets so much better.
Okay.
He changed out of the silk shirt and waistcoat that he was wearing into a simple cotton shirt and plain leather breeches. He quietly locked the door and climbed out the window. Vlad climbed through the window and then sat in a chair, gazing at Jessie Bell's sleeping figure. A log in the fire.
I'm there. Okay, I figured it out.
Yeah, there's no explanation. Crackled and she awoke with a start. She fucking left the fire on. It's irresponsible. Vlad, you came! She exclaimed.
Actually, I
Long-
think you should take a shower.
I'm in.
Long day? He asked with a small smile. Vlad, we can't see each other anymore.
Oh, not the starve.
Guys, I
Yeah.
just need uninterrupted silence for this next line. I'm Lady Jessie Bell Mina Rania Elisabetta La Flame, and you're Vlad, a handsome village boy who I love, but you've no family, no money, and no job. I'm betrothed to a very different Vladimir.
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
No real conflict. No real conflict.
The prince,
To a different Vlad.
the prince Vladimir Dracula has asked for my hand in marriage, and my parents accepted. I'm to marry him in a week. I don't want to, but... She broke off, sobbing. Vlad got up and went to her side. He held her close. One hand rubbed soothing circles on her back. The other hand went to her hair, stroking it softly. Shh! He crooned softly. It'll be all right. Don't cry. I promise you that no matter who you're married to, no matter what, you'll always be my Mina. Now sleep, my Mina, my blossom. Sleep but keep this in mind.
Carter, where are we? Or Redbeard, where are we on that timer?
Do not
5:35.
Going up or down?
There is no God for you now, Philip.
sleep, but keep this in mind. Do not look your betrothed in the face until your wedding night.
I don't
Should you look him in the face, I shall not ever see you again.
Wait,
He told her.
I think this was a Bible story. Wasn't this a
He
Bible story?
leaned,
Kind of.
he leaned in towards Mina and softly stroked her lips.
Stroked her lips?
She leaned in towards him, savoring his touch. Their lips almost touching, he whispered, "Farewell, sweet Mina," and left through the window before Mina could say a word. For those keeping track, Vladimir Dracula has now gone through 3 windows and 0 doors.
Well, yeah, he has to sneak out of his big fancy manor and then sneak into her bedroom.
The day of the wedding came sooner than Mina would like. She rose in the morning and awaited the servants. When they came, they fixed her hair into an intricate hairstyle into which were woven strands of creamy white pearls, gifts from the prince.
Jizzy white pearls, more like it.
She was dressed in a long flowing gown. The low neckline was edged in fine Belgian lace. The gown itself was Chinese silk, brought by merchants as a gift to their new princess. The train of the gown was trimmed in ermine. Delicate flower buds were embroidered in pure gold thread across the bodice. The skirt of the gown had silver strands woven into it,
Wow, I know more about this dress than either of these people.
so that when Mina walked, the skirt shone like moonbeams. Around Mina's neck was a strand of pearls. Around her wrist, a pearl bracelet. And on
Pearl,
her
pearl,
pale,
pearl, 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 pearl.
on her pale brow rested a masterpiece, a tiara of white gold encrusted with diamonds and pearls.
Fuck! I was like, what a refreshing change-up.
The jewels had been a gift from none other than her future husband. Her skin was ivory, made even paler by the dark ringlets surrounding her face. Mina felt like a doll, as if she were dressed up only to be showed off, and then put in a corner to collect dust until she broke.
Nobody puts Mina in the corner.
Mina's nurse carefully placed the veil over her head. "Nurse, I will miss you," Mina murmured. "And I you, chickadee. It seems just yesterday that you were a wee babe in my arms, cooing little angel that you were, and look at you now, getting married to the prince." Based on this nurse's accent, where the fuck are they? Nurse said with a missy... Oh, fuck. No. Hang on. It's coming back.
Oh, thank God.
Stop the clock!
Kill me.
Stop the clock!
Kill me.
Nurse, I am frightened.
God damn it.
What if he beats me? What if he hates me? What if... What if...
What if his dick...
Just let me know when I should restart the clock.
Go ahead and restart it now.
Are you sure? I can let it sit for a little
It's
bit.
up to you.
Redbeard, I will throw things at you.
Mina anxiously asked her childhood nurse, "Hush, love. Chickadee, why would he beat you?
And chickadee, the chickadee.
And who couldn't love you? You are sweet, beautiful, and caring. You can stitch a sampler, weave cloth,
A what?
play the harp, sing beautifully, and run a household, do mathematics,
And
read
rock
Latin,
that cock.
Oh.
read Latin and Greek, as well as read plenty of books in our own language. Don't know what that language is.
Yeah,
but whatever.
I know.
We're leaving it open to...
I don't think the writer knew what language they spoke in Romania.
You have all the virtues every wife needs and more.
I'm about to
Nurse comforted
starve.
Mina. She led Mina to the church and left after kissing her forehead. Mina desperately jiggled the locks on the door and shook the bars on the windows.
Locks.
Aw, she's as trapped as you are. When she couldn't open them, she took a deep
Says
breath,
you.
turned around, and faced her destiny. Mina picked up her bouquet of white roses, baby's breath, and ivy, then walked down the aisle, head bowed, sobbing. That night, Mina was led to her new chambers, where she curled into a ball on the bed. I just want to point out, we skipped the ceremony.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
She looked... Yeah, like, that's relevant. It's fine. She looked around the bare room. She had not had time to put up her hangings. Suddenly, a surge of homesickness overwhelmed her. Mina burst into tears, lonely for her home. She heard the door open and footsteps approach the bed. Someone pulled apart the bed curtains and sat down on the bed.
His cock throbbed.
She clutched the covers closer around her. "Don't touch me! Don't touch me or I'll scream!" Mina sobbed. Apparently, whoever it was had no regard for her feelings. A soft hand started to stroke her hair. She opened her mouth to scream when a strong hand tilted her chin up. I assume there's one soft hand and one strong hand.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
One of them's
be
for bacon,
shorter.
bro.
I expect this to be shorter for a newspaper.
Oh no, it keeps going.
Oh, fuck you.
Are you sure about that, Mina? My love.
My love.
I promise not to hurt you in any way, my Mina. A voice murmured softly. Mina's eyes opened wide. Vlad! Oh, Vlad, is it truly you? What are you doing here? She asked, her voice trembling with a mix of emotions. You haven't figured it out yet, love?
You're so stupid!
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
I'm sorry to have fooled you, my blossom, but I wanted you to fall in love with me. The real me.
I don't understand!
Instead of my money or my title. Please, Mina.
Can you see
Please forgive me.
Can
My
Fuck the
love.
hell no!
I am...
You gaslighting sociopath!
I'm going to go ahead and let you know, we're not even on the last page yet.
Are we on... How many pages are left?
We're on page 2.
Of...
Like, if it had
Was that 30?
if it had just ended with this scene, like, I could mark it as,
It
like,
keeps going.
a thing. Not really good.
Speaking of it keeps going, forgive me, my love, he asked of her. Before she could respond, he whispered, I am sorry, my love. I cannot control myself a moment longer. And he kissed her softly on the lips.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'm out. I'm out. I'm
No!
done.
Give me those tits!
Alright,
No!
Give me them pale
please
tits!
kill Philip.
Free boobs.
No! No!
Free boobs!
No tits for Sam!
I am 14 to speak to me.
I don't think we're gonna get to any of the good parts.
Yeah.
We'll find out. We've still got a few more to go.
Philip's gonna tap before we get to any tits.
So the next fan fiction on the docket here, I
Wait a
know
minute.
nothing
Oh
about
god, this is
one.
a death trap. This is a death trap. This is a death trap.
This
Get
one
me out of here.
is called.
Sounds fun.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a string of capital H's. I don't know how to pronounce it any other way.
Oh god.
I'm also a fan of the author's name because the author's name is Second Pillow.
No tits for Sam. Philip, 2018.
You bastard.
I'm being told to just start in the middle.
I love though that the context of the game is Minecraft.
I think we'll just start from the beginning. I think that's all right.
Did I spell that right, Carter?
There are far more H's than that. There's about 4 times that many H's, but you got it right. I'm not gonna read
Hops.
the disclaimer chapter. Oh Jesus, these chapters are short. You're in luck.
Do I need to
I don't think that helps.
I will read the description of the fic because the description of the fic is Harry Potter eventually eats a sandwich and discusses life with a famous author.
I'm in. I'm 100% in.
I just love the description. Eventually eats a sandwich. Like, there are 9 chapters in this. Are the first 8 chapters him being delayed, him being denied a sandwich?
No sandwich for you.
I would love that.
Oh.
Let's find out.
Oh man.
I think some of these words might be made up.
Beautiful. It's
So,
never stopped us before.
Dobby relished his groin saw's roar.
I'm sorry, his what?
It's out now.
give me that groin saw, baby.
I heard groin
No,
sauce.
it gets worse.
I heard groin sauce.
You heard, no, you almost heard correctly. Groin saw.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
That's
I heard
what
groin
Relished
sauce.
his groin saw's roar as he withdrew the flesh-choked blade from the astronaut's ruined skull.
Yeah.
Um,
He's a spaceman.
He turned to Harry, thrusting his bloody retina-covered pelvis with elfin fervor.
What?
Yeah. Give me that buzzsaw dick.
What level of bullshit are we on?
6?
I think this one might go too far.
There is no such thing as too far.
Nope.
Well, the next line is, how does Ronnie Ron taste, Master?
No! Nope. 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 Nope.
Do
Nope.
it.
We're
Get
out.
this gay shit going.
We're out. Carter, I feel like this isn't a tap out. I think this goes too far.
Wait, I don't,
Did Ron Weasley become an astronaut?
I don't know.
Well, he is a space cadet.
Oh, hang on a second. I'm experiencing technical difficulties.
Normal programming will resume never.
What is normal anyway?
Oh.
Continue.
Oh.
I
Man.
I will continue it in just a moment. Alright, okay. We're back on track. Dobby ducked an astronaut's poison-barbed fist,
What?
digging his groin saw into the beast's abdomen and letting the spray of viscera wash over his elfin space armor. Wait, is this Harry Potter 40K crossover?
I think it is. That's where I
Might
am.
be.
The skull's eye sockets on his shoulders grew... skull's eye sockets on his shoulders. This is definitely 40K
This is some
shit.
40K shit.
Grew brilliant with an infernal cast and vomited a bolt of lightning through an astronaut.
Is he a chaos marine?
Yes.
He was
definitely
thrown back
is.
against the death wall, his flesh boiling in another dimension.
Yep.
Yup, 40K.
Yep, we're in the warp.
Harry slapped Dobby, who giggled. Harry reminded himself
Zinch?
to kill himself later.
Oh! Oh my god!
That's an entire paragraph!
Oh my god!
Master, look out!
I'm just now realizing, I'm just trying to run away in Minecraft.
Dobby's groin saw screamed as it flew off the armor, rocketing
ass shit there,
through the air like an early dream of mankind. It flew through 3 astronauts
dreamed of the
who
Monkey.
dropped their hell spears as the saw cut a hole in the ground beneath them, so they fell to hell forever.
They held to hell.
End of chapter 1.
Oh, wow.
Chapter 2. Now, Dobby knelt before his master. Harry withdrew his guitar, Fuckslayer, from a dimension.
He's a noise
You know what? I was out. I'm right back in.
Did this just become John Dice at the end?
From a dimension where all screamed for naught. Wrought from the silver heart of heaven's false promise, laced with vessels that pulsed with angels' minstrel blood.
Yes!
From the horn
I have an urgent.
hewn from the horns of Satan's generals, it laughed as it was set loose, a laugh that only Harry could hear, but no one could share.
This is 40K and isn't.
Harry swung the guitar through Dobby's chicken neck. He took the head of his fallen dwarf slave and tore open his stomach, stuffing the head inside.
Wait.
Harry vomited steam and summoned a great meteor from space to smash into Hogwarts and kill everyone there for no reason at all.
I haven't read,
Chapter fucking 2?
I haven't read a lot of 40K, but, like, is this just par for the course?
No.
A vision
Well,
then appeared.
kinda.
It was Dumbledore, entombed in his cursed
It was
mummy.
me!
Guys, it gets better.
I don't believe you.
It was Dumbledore, entombed in his cursed mummy armor, calling Harry from his moon base, which wasn't on a moon. Harry,
you.
you must rock the fuck out.
Oh my god.
That's the greatest thing I've ever read in my life.
Harry channeled his rage through Fuckslayer. The angel blood boiled as he summoned the great meteor, swathed with the blood of the tiny fucklings at Hogwarts.
Maybe this is a JRPG.
Leapt onto it.
Yeah, that's where I was like.
Guys, leapt onto it and flew into space.
Yes!
He encased the entire meteor in a wreath of holy fuckfire and flew through Mercury.
Not just any.
Guys, I can't stop. Like, there is no stopping point. Flew through Mercury, killing the fuck out of it. He sent Mercury's carcass into Venus, killing the fuck out of it, and making every vagina in the galaxy explode.
Sam, did you write this?
I think I did. And inside every vagina, a booby sank.
I'm a 14-year-old and this speaks to me on a deep and spiritual level.
Harry then did fly his meteor through space, punching astral vampires in half with his fist encased in fuckfire.
I don't.
Throwing their ruined heads into the past where they bit cavemen on Mars so that history changed and now there are vampire cavemen on Mars.
I'm having an aneurysm.
Another vision from Frumblegore, who was having tea and crumpets with the president of Pangea. Care to have tea, Harry? You know how I hate crumpets.
You're
End
so-
of chapter 2!
Okay. Chapter 2 of is the greatest thing that's ever been committed to the written word.
Was that?
I hope you all like those 6 lives, because I'm not tapping out.
I just want to make sure I got that right.
Yes. Yes.
Caveman vampires on Mars also should be a band name.
My life is complete.
I'm not tapping out.
Holy shit. Oh.
So I think you just need to start from 643 and clip every bit.
There is proof of a god, and it is.
Guys, there are 7 more chapters.
Yes.
We're doing all 7.
Harry slammed his book shut. It wasn't really a book because the pages were made of lasers. And the words were made of headless women making godless love to dragons made out of motorcycles.
Dragon dicks! Guys, dragon dicks!
But it was still reading. Glumbledorf, if you don't stop, we'll starve, and no one will be around to kill everyone in the universe if we get around to bringing everyone back to life after we killed them.
Oh.
This is the greatest thing.
I am no longer Scrumblegort. The ancient man dropped some of the planets he was juggling. The worlds have shifted. I am Dumblecop of the Dark Meal.
Question.
He flexed one of his legs, which
Rapier.
was made of pistols, and
Rapier.
kicked a planet.
Can I stop playing Minecraft and we just full screen this?
No!
You must play!
I don't want to play Minecraft. I just want to listen to this.
I've totally given up on what I was
Dumblecop sniffed. And what of it? Is it a sin? Should a man... I'm gonna skip a couple
Oh,
words.
shit.
No!
Because it gets a little too far.
No!
Why should the suns heave through the void, if not to be skewered upon
Nope.
our flagpoles? Harry cast a glance at the book. Unsavory sounds emanated from a particularly damned chapter.
This is metal as fuck. I
A
love it.
particularly damned chapter.
He was hungry. He looked at a nearby cup. It had a faded brown film on the bottom.
Wait,
He thought about trumpets.
what?
End of chapter 3.
I think I have 2 water temples
Nice.
within sight of each other.
Neat. Harry
fight
had
Dark
found
Link.
some food. It was guarded by 3,000,000 Smurf ninjas. It was.
I'm
for-
sorry. I'm gonna need you to say that again. 300 what?
Three
What?
and a million thousand surf ninjas.
Oh,
Surf
surf ninjas.
No, no,
Those are Smurfs.
thousand surf
Okay.
ninjas.
No, I'm now wait out.
Or
I
it
thought
was-
it was Smurf ninjas.
I heard Smurf.
I misread it
I
the
thought
first
it
time.
was Surf
It is
Ninjas,
it is
and we were
surf
talking
ninjas.
about
Well-
the amazing Ernie Reyes Jr. Rob Schneider vehicle.
I have
Yes.
good news for you, Sam.
It is Surf Ninjas.
For it was the last food on Surf Ninja Moon X. The ecology had been decimated by surf ninjas, so it was the last food was a cabbage and mustard sandwich. Harry squatted in the ruins of a castle which had been many skulls arranged to resemble one large one.
Awesome.
It had been poorly done, with the cheeks fading into an amateurishly executed jawline.
Oh, that's just
The
poor
silent
craftsmanship.
killers of the night had negated their innate advantage by only plying their craft on surfboards during the day. Harry was about to eat his cabbage witch when a man in a tuxedo appeared from behind nothing much. He stood 10 feet tall, and his head seemed wrapped in unwrappable darkness. I am Ray Bradbury. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I am Ray Radbury. I write critically acclaimed fiction that always turns into fact. That's why I have more money than anyone. Harry dug a bit of cartilage out of the cabbage witch and continued chewing. I'm sorry, did the cabbage or the mustard have cartilage?
No, cabbage witch. It's a witch cabbage hybrid. It's a you know what I said.
A
You know what I
witch
mean.
Cabbage hybrid.
Yeah.
This
Would
needs to
you
be
care-
a fucking album.
Would you care to discuss one of my books? I hear that my... Harry finished out another bit of cartilage. It was a cartilage and mustard sandwich.
Oh.
You shouldn't believe what everyone says about me.
Oh.
I took a shower with my cousin once, and I have racist thoughts.
I feel like this was.
Is this
just-
what's it called, chain? A mark
Mark chain.
It sounds like it, but I do not believe
No,
so.
it's just the author's chance to get some stuff off his
A,
chest.
Yeah.
a nibbit of yellow cabbage
I've been
landed
going
on
through a lot of
Ray's
stuff
shoe.
lately, man. I just need to get it out.
He thought about his cousin. End of chapter 4. Oh god, this is the shortest chapter yet. The Inquisitors were torturing Harry. First, Ignatius used the rock. Then Billy asked if Harry wanted to read his BDSM blog. Harry was so surprised that his pants flew right off. He was wearing women's underpants. The Inquisitors were wearing them too. They realized that they were all men of the Lord. End of chapter 5.
Praise the sun!
Somebody was on.
Praise God from
Several
whom all
drugs.
blessings
Someone
flow.
was on like 5 or 6 levels of bath salts.
Okay, I think
Redbeard, what is that face?
Nothing.
What did you do?
We can talk about it later.
looking ahead a
What
bit.
happened?
Don't worry about it, Philip.
Looking ahead a bit.
What did you Google?
No, it's totally irrelevant.
Okay.
Looking ahead
It
a
was a
bit.
magic card that was spoiled.
Oh,
it,
okay.
It seems that we've kind of jumped the shark here. Oh shit! Chapter 8 has a list in it. All right, we're gonna read Chapter 8.
Okay.
Severus Snapplebottom began his life
Oh.
as
Okay.
a hard-on which were perched each of 5 first presidents of a country called America. The first 2 presidents, Geheb and Swanash, were turned into ashes by a passing of a wave of fast food regulation. Their ashes were consumed by children in various Wendy's establishments. Each plastic packet was a coffin for their memory, and no one knew their name, even though they were listed on the ingredient list. These children
wonderful.
became soldiers in a war fought for the control of all who had the bullets. Whoever shot the most bullets won the fastest. The third president, Wahuli, went to a country that was nothing but a desert with half-buried turkeys. Sometimes turkey butts were above the sand, sometimes a leg or a head. Wahuli tripped and fell on Turkey Head, where he was eaten and ordained as a rabbi. He was sent to trim the beards of 157 toads, whose beards were absorbing the water that was used for the next year's crop of shovels. Without these shovels, the peasants would be unable to shovel the ashes of their children from the bullet wars. Wahuli took these beards and formed a lasso. This lasso...
I'm out.
Was that a tap out?
No, I'm not tapping out, but I am killing myself.
Okay.
was a ropey wonder. He used
As
it to
an
tear
axe.
off his penis and write the 13 Commandments of America upon a passing eagle in cock's blood.
You know what? America does sound like something that would be written by a
1. You are stupid. 2. Baby, someone cut off my dick and wrote in America with it. 3. If a whale tries to sell you a pumpkin, don't. 4. Your head is an artifice. Throw it away, but don't let anyone see you do it or you'll be kicked out of school. 5. Always collect a ghost shadow if it leaves one behind. It will be worth something someday. 6. Starbucks napkins are hereby the new currency, but only after they are smeared upon the corpse of a mule. This exchange rate will be 13 mules to 1 napkin. 7. Taxi
definitely
cabs
gives some
will be
David
used to
Long
build a pyramid with
vibes.
290 sides. It will be the White House, and the president will live there for 17 years at a time while you eat your children's ashes on a bun. 8. On Father's Day, you will enter an invisible box and be plunged into the ocean. There you will enter an undersea candy store, but you will never have enough Starbucks napkins to get what you want. 9. It is all spam. All of it. Check the box and delete it. Now delete yourself for you are spam. 10. All clocks will be inscribed with the entirety of the alphabet to save time. This is the alphabet. 6 plus 7 equals A. 14 times 12 equals B. 16 minus curly brace 11-2 in curly brace equals President Wahuli. And so on until you reach the period, which is at the end of the alphabet. 11. All previous constitutions were written by false writers. Those whose passing eagles were inferior and whose cocks had fewer things in them, except only American Constitution. 12. Spend your adolescence as a duck, waddling in a circle until you become an egg full of dust. 13. All time is a knotted ball. You can hide it anywhere in your body and it is still time.
Markov chain.
Question.
Answer.
Where's Harry right now?
In hell.
I have no idea.
Did he get
This
his
chapter
sandwich?
started with Severus Snape, but I don't think it's still here.
I don't.
What is this
know.
a list of?
Those were
The 13
The
Commandments of
American
America.
Constitution. 13 Commandments of America.
Wait, I forgot.
I think we've seen enough of this. I think we can.
It's peak.
I think we reached the peak.
Yeah.
It's never going to get that good again.
No.
So
Somewhere
let's.
around caveman vampires on Mars.
Hey Philip, would you like to share this burden? Good, because the next story
I'm sorry,
is
wait,
called,
what?
The next story is called Sharing the Burden.
Okay.
I'm not going to read the full description, but I will read the first sentence of the description, which is learning to open up to someone is a challenge, especially to those closest to you.
Oh boy. It's about to get serious.
Swinging the front door open, Fox's emerald eyes gleamed in the sunlight, his smile just as bright, as he greeted the lupine standing outside with an enthusiastic embrace, nearly knocking Wolf backward in the process.
Yeah!
Wolf couldn't
Chris,
help
start a timer!
the rare smile that graced his face as he returned the gesture, wrapping both arms tightly around the smaller male, pulling him closer and resting his chin atop Fox's head,
Is
How
this,
cool is it that we get Falco and Wolf in Smash Ultimate?
who was burying his face
this
into
is
Wolf's
furry
neck.
fanfic.
I
Good to
forgot
see
that
you.
Wolf wasn't
Fanfic.
in.
Good to see you too, pup.
Huh?
Fox lifted his head from the embrace and gave him a beaming grin. Welcome home, Wolf. Giving the excited Fox a peck on the nose,
Hey Chris, how do I jump up cliffs as a
Wolf
pup?
proceeded to nudge the vulpine
Use
back
the hook
towards the house,
Oh, okay.
letting out a resolute huff when Fox made no move to let go of the lupine. Oi, help me out here, would you? I ain't got it in me to be carrying you today. Fox's eyes dropped slightly as he nodded in understanding.
Chad, I need your help. I need you to look up how to tie a noose
Right, sorry.
with a mouse.
It's still slightly warm.
Beautiful.
Dude, you missed the greatest thing ever written by mankind.
We're
Wolf
voting
slumped
the crap
against
out
the
of
wall and lazily shrugged his jacket off. Fox lending him a hand upon seeing the physical exhaustion of the lupine. Fucking feels like much longer than it really was, he mumbled, leaving Fox to take care of his jacket and heading to the living room.
I
Where
hope this is actually Fox Mulder and this is X-Files fanfic.
No, this is definitely Star Fox and Star Wolf.
Oh, damn.
Where he flopped face first onto the couch, letting out a long sigh. Leaning over the back of the couch, Fox gently ran a hand along Wolf's back,
Yeah.
who groaned into the cushion.
Yeah.
Want me to get you anything? His response was in
A gun and
unintelligible
some
mumble
bullets.
that was muffled by the couch cushion. Receiving a playful jab in his back, Wolf sighed and lifted himself up enough to rest his cheek on the arm of the couch, facing the vulpine as best he could without sitting up. He answered again, "Make me a cuppa, would ya?"
I'm sorry.
Are they British now?
Apparently.
Okay.
Hearing what he wanted, Fox smiled and gave Wolf a scritch behind the ear, who lazily attempted to swat him away, before standing back to his feet. "There you go. Sure thing. Give me a sec to do so." Making his way to the kitchen, Fox turned the kettle on and got out a mug. "So what was the job, or is it confidential?" He heard the muffled groan from the other room. "Nothing of the sort. Just a retrieval of sorts." "Any injuries?" "Many lethal ones." Fox halted before rolling his eyes. "Oi, I mean you." Wolf let out a soft chuckle. "Nothing major this time." Pouring the water into the mug with the tea bag, Fox walked to the fridge before pausing. He leaped back and called out to the living room, "Milk and..." Giving a small pout, Fox pulled the milk out of the fridge and walked back to the mug, mumbling to himself. "Oh, I'm sorry, I missed a line." The distant reply came short. "Dash of milk, no sugar, let it stand for a couple minutes first." Giving a small pout, Fox pulled the milk out of the fridge and walked back to the mug, mumbling to himself, "I remembered that at least." He took a teaspoon and stirred the tea bag around idly, pressing it against the
Redbeard
side of
time.
the mug occasionally, wriggling
Time.
his nose at the smell. Fox determined
6
that it
to-
was ready. Spooning the tea bag into the bin, he then
Left.
poured the
Also
milk.
spooning Fox.
Left.
No, this is Fox.
Hmm?
Stirred and deemed it finished. Carrying it out to the couch, Fox looked upon the sight that greeted him, the lupine's head, lone eye shut, resting on top of his arms at one end of the couch, and his legs hanging over the opposite side. His brow wasn't furrowed. His muzzle wasn't turned up into a scowl. Fox couldn't help but smile. Fox couldn't help
like
but smile
boring
that
domestic
spread
life.
across
Yes.
his visage. Suddenly, the spacious room seemed much less empty than it used to. He tentatively approached the resting form of Wolf, hesitant to disturb him when he looked so peaceful. But with a flick of his ear, Fox knew... Excuse me. Fox knew that he was already aware of his presence. Here you go. He made to offer the tea, but a playful smile made its way onto his face. You need a hand drinking it? Bugger off. I'm not that pathetic, pup. Wolf retorted when he lifted himself to sit up straight. While he wore a scowl, Fox could tell he was holding back a smile. Letting out a groan, the lupine lifted his head up high, stretching his limbs and back with visible effort. You want me to go run you a bath? It'd help you relax, Fox suggested while offering the tea.
Stop being needy!
Leaning back against the couch cushion with a sigh, Wolf reached out and took the cup from Fox's hands.
Redbeard time.
That sounds lovely,
4:15.
but not
I
right
hate
now.
you.
Maybe later tonight.
Redbeard, I need you to
All
start
right.
lying to me.
Is there anything else I can get you?
And more importantly, lying to Carter.
He stared at the cup
Oh.
for a while, not
10.
saying anything.
Oh hey, it's been 10 minutes!
No, you have 10 minutes remaining.
Fuck you!
Nah,
Fuck you and the duck you rode in on!
nothing really. Just sit with me. The Vulpine happily obliged, stepping around to the free side of the couch and taking a seat beside the lupine. Wolf took a sip of the tea and
Man,
nodded.
this person's so smart.
It's good. Just what I needed, Ta.
Huh?
It's a British thing. Fox was well aware that his tail was wagging like mad behind
Oh
him.
my god!
But he didn't care. Wolf was sitting beside him again, and he was happy. That was all he cared
Good
about.
for you!
Except-
Senpai noticed you.
Fox fiddled with his collar for a moment, eyes distant before he spoke up. Hey, Wolf, I was wondering if you'd like to do something together soon. Maybe this weekend? No can do, Fox. Sorry. The reply was immediate, and Fox's shoulders dropped in response. Oh, you have another job again?
Incomprehensible.
Wolf took another sip.
Shit.
Staring at the ceiling and rubbing his tired eye with his free hand. Yeah, I'm sorry. I really am. Fox nodded solemnly. I know, but I miss being able to spend time with you. The moment I think you're back, you're gone again. We can hang out soon, pup. He sent a tired smile to the other male. Really? When? He asked a bit too
The other
enthusiastically.
male.
In case you weren't clear, these were both guys.
Wolf gave a haggard laugh in response. Soon, once I've paid this debt off. I'm so fucking close now. Just another few jobs. His eyes widened. Shit. Fox's hopeful expression had turned to one of concern. A debt? What debt is this, Wolf? The lupine in question averted his gaze. Averted his gaze. They didn't do that right. It's nothing too big. If this debt is the cause of you having to work your ass off constantly as of late, then how couldn't it be big? I nearly have enough to pay it off, Fox. It's not an issue. Yes, it is, Wolf. You've barely had any days off, and when you do come home, you look like shit. How is that not an issue?
Is this when
Letting
Fox
out a
starts
huff-
selling himself on the streets to
Wolf
help pay off
placed-
Wolf's debt?
Wolf placed his mug on the coffee table and crossed his arms, sending a daring glare at the Vulpine. I've gone through worse.
Oh, fuck.
I don't care if you've gone through worse. It doesn't mean you have to now. Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? Fox yells, jumping to his feet in exasperation. Che, My problems are my own, pup, not yours. But it is my problem now.
Oh!
Wolf averted
What?
his gaze.
Okay, Redbeard, seriously,
ears
time!
pinning against his skull. Only because I fucking let it get out
Redbeard.
of hand.
Yep.
What time is it?
Reached a
3:18.
hand out
3:08.
and
How much time do I have left?
So,
places it
I don't
on the
believe you.
lupine's shoulder.
I'm tapping out!
Yo.
Can you tap out yet?
No.
You should have asked for help if you can't handle it on your own.
You
Wolf
can't handle
interrupts
the truth.
By standing up and harshly batting the hand away. I should be able to handle something as easy as this on my own. Hands balling at his sides and clenching his teeth, Fox huffs indignantly. Fuck's sake, why are you so insistent on keeping your problems to yourself, Wolf? Because that's how I've always had to live, alright? Fox halted, eyes wide. Shit.
Tapping out. Tapping out! Tapping out!
It just kind of continues like this for a while.
Fuck you!
Ooh.
Though I will say, there wasn't that much more to this one.
it was
Ugh.
just domestic squabbles of Fox and Wolf.
That sounds about right.
Ugh.
Yeah, and there was only
Why
one
does
chapter.
someone care that
Don't
much?
care.
Because that's fanfic.
Like,
Um,
of all the things to like,
Fantasize about.
right?
That's.
hey Philip,
Yeah.
I've got 3 more fictions here.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is we're going to do one more.
Okay.
And for this, I'm going to let you pick.
Oh, wonderful. Hell, hell, or hell? How do I choose?
Well, you're going to choose by author. So your choices of author
Mm-hmm.
are Sonic X 224.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, there's more.
It can't get worse.
Hintasma-chan.
Yes!
Oh,
There's one more.
oh man. It hit me.
Dark Doom Fire Master.
Tasmo-chan!
They're
Oh.
all so good.
Oh god, I know what the middle one is. That's a Pokemon slash pick, isn't it?
No.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Do I get to know who submitted them?
No.
Who submitted the?
Chat, what do you want?
I will tell you all 3 of these were submitted by the same person.
Okay.
Darby, wasn't it?
It was not. And I won't give you any more hints.
Who was the?
Again, your author choices are Sonic X
No.
224, Hintasma-chan.
Hintasmo-chan.
I want to know how that's spelled.
Give me a sec.
Exactly how you think it is.
Hentasma hyphen CHAN.
Okay.
Carter, who submitted the H1?
I don't remember. I think it was in
Okay.
Discord.
Okay.
And Dark Doom Fire Master is the last one.
Oh.
Dark Doom.
I'm
I
trying to
insist
just.
that you pick.
Okay, I'm just. It's like.
You're
If
clearly
you don't
thinking
pick,
about
I'm
this
gonna
one.
let Sam pick.
I think that's just it. I'm like.
I hope
I'm
that last
weirdly
one
leaning
doesn't
on the
involve
same
you guys,
one that
'cause
Sam
he's canonically
chose.
Celibate.
Really?
Yes. Doom guy is canonically celibate.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was saying really Philip's thing.
Yeah, of
Oh.
course he is. He's got shit to do.
Yeah, he's officially could be the Pope.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's not the
according-
Doomslayer. The Doomslayer is a different character.
Yeah.
So
Fuck it, we're going with the middle one.
holy crap. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll.
For the kids! Also, something's restarting in chat is. Yeah, okay. We'll fix that later.
Oh,
Don't worry
that
about it.
computer's trying to restart.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Sure. It's should be able to fix it from there. So I'll go ahead and let
For
you know.
you.
Sonic X 224 is the author of My Anthro Loves.
Thank God.
A-
There was no way that wasn't terrible
A-
furry slash fic.
Oh, it's not.
I don't believe you.
It's Pokemon slash fic.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, you're right. Well, No, I don't know. I think Pokemon Slash Trick is worse.
Yeah, because then we're.
Because
I've had to listen to my buddy Wingo and one of his friends read some for cringe.
you might be familiar with one of these then.
Until you've
Because
listened to
Dark Doom Firemaster is the author of Sonic High School.
Knew it!
Oh, you did
I knew it! It sounded like a freaking edgelord. I bet it features Shadow, doesn't it?
I was thinking these were the titles of the...
No, these are the
having
name
to
of the
pick by author.
authors. And what did I choose, Carter?
Oh, you definitely picked the worst one.
I knew it.
Because Hintasma-chan is the author of The Pokophilia Club.
Yeah!
Oh.
Do we have earmuffs?
No!
Not for you.
No one gets them. You either leave or you have to listen.
I'm going
Those
to
are
need
the
another
options.
timer on this one.
Yeah.
Like 2
I
minutes.
might subtract a little.
If I have to leave this one, Sonic High School will be our backup. Did you hear? There's a rumor going around all Unova that a strange secret society of Pokemon trainers. They say that in every major city, there's a place where trainers and Pokemon become one. I'm not sure what that means, but I do know what the symbol looks like. Reliable sources say that there's an emblem of some kind that sits to
It's a
the
Mr. Mime.
side of any door that leads to a PPC facility.
It's a Mr. Mime.
It's the shape of a heart-shaped Pokeball with the letters PPC on it. All I've learned is that this place is incredibly tight-lipped and rather disturbing. There was recently an anonymous individual that even said they had been in a PPC facility. It's hard to believe they're legit or not. They didn't say anything about what goes on inside. All he said was he saw change is... Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I need to read... All he said was what he saw changed his life forever. Okay. If I were any of you, I'd stay away.
Oh, man. You can't go back.
They say once you step into that world, there's no going back to the normal life we all
I hate
have.
you, Sam.
God, what a lame post. Is this guy serious? Zoe Arwell scoffed at the online message that appeared on her frequented forum.
Oh.
Zoe wasn't exactly normal for a girl.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
Oh my
well,
God.
I know where this is going.
She mostly sat around at home all day, ditching Pokemon training classes that she was forcibly enrolled in so she could stay at home and look up areas to visit that people strongly advise against.
What?
Her bookshelves were lined with books
She's
of
a girl
mythology
looking for trouble.
and conspiracies surrounding the legendary Pokemon of all regions of the world. Her looks followed suit with her hobbies. She was clear.
I don't know what that means!
Neither do I!
Toxic waste pile.
Let's find out together. She was clearly a nerd in appearance. Her hair was brunette and parted at the top of her forehead. Her hair flew all the way down her shoulders, widening her face.
Soak this chick.
Her hazel eyes had bags beneath them, with her eyelids at a constant sleepy appearance giving off a clear, I don't care demeanor. In short, Zoe was an insomniac who had too much time on her hands.
Resting sleep face.
She wasn't a bad girl by any means.
Ooh.
She's done a lot of good for people, especially online.
But she is a bad girl.
Zoe groaned as she rolled onto her back, disappointed that the post she had been waiting on for the last 48 hours went completely nowhere. After a short pause, she immediately flopped back over onto her stomach to continue clicking around, as she had done every night for the past month. The forum
Get a
that
job.
she not only frequented, but was more a member of, was called Secrets of Unova. Within its pages were all sorts of rumors and news about the underground hangouts all around the Unova region.
Where is Unova? Is that a real one or is this made
Yeah,
up?
that was
That's a
like
real
Gen
one.
4.
That's the one that's
Oh,
like.
okay. The one I never played. Got
That's
it.
one that's New York City. That's fine. I like that one.
Ranging from tourist attractions, hidden gems of locations, and all the way to private get-together spots among delinquents, theorists, and those who wish to look into the unknown or the taboo. All
The
within
unknown or the unknown?
all within the world of Pokemon. It's
How's it
unknown,
spelled?
not unown. The Pokemon is spelled unknown. This is unknown. All within the world of Pokemon, and to whichever struck their fancy. Recently, however, there have been cases of areas being brought up that had people both in awe and in terror with its descriptions. At first, it could only be found at the furthest corners of the PokeNet, but it recently has been brought to the surface within the casual confines of knowledge. The one in question recently became popular after being posted for the last week or so. They call it the PPC. It's supposedly a secret society of Pokemon collectors that set up charity events and have meetings and have things called PRs or Poke Rooms established in their buildings. It's rumored that they are viewable online, but only if referred to by a PPC member, and the only way to meet them was honestly by chance, or so that's what they say? Zoe shrugged her shoulders in protest as she read on about the PPC, hoping that she could come across some kind of juicy information that would make her long nights of hunting crap down feel justified. As fraudulent as this all sounds, I must say it does spark the curiosity in me. Well, what's life without a little fun? It's boring and hellish, that's what it is. So I guess I'll keep searching until I pass out again. She silently spoke to herself, but all of that was in quotation marks, so clearly that was out loud. Giving her hand joints a good cracking and stretching out wide on her bed, she decided it would wise be to grab some snacks and a drink before she goes on another one of her infamous sight hunting binges.
Someone's trying to be smart.
Interestingly
Has there
enough,
been a mention of
she
a Pokemon?
not yet. She wasn't always
By name,
into these
no.
kinds of these things.
Yeah.
She had lived a fairly normal life, playing, having fun, playing with Pokemon, etc. But as she grew a little older, those things began to grow more and more bland to her until they were almost intolerable.
She wants to fuck that Charmander.
So as of 4 months ago, she had changed from that fun-loving child into this sleepless, self-proclaimed scholar of the occult. Before she was fairly naive, kind of a boring person who simply did as she was told.
Really?
However,
She sounds like she's gonna grow up to be a professional woman.
Is this 50 Shades of Pokemon?
I
after
hope
she
so.
discovered the secrets of Unova... Well, so far this is better written than 50 Shades of Grey, and
That's
no,
true.
I'm not kidding.
That's true.
All of that changed in the blink of an eye. Grabbing her favorite...
Anything to happen.
Oh, hey, guys, we have a Pokemon.
Oh.
I don't believe you.
Grabbing her favorite honey... Oh, never mind. Grabbing her favorite honey butterfree chips, she trounced back
Almost.
into her
So-
domain of power,
So close.
shutting and locking her door behind her, as she always did to maintain her own little sense of comfort and safety. Are the chips made of butterfree?
I hope not.
Read the
Return-
product name again?
Honey butterfree chips.
Honey
That sounds like a
Butterfree.
brand.
Yeah, it sounds
Returning
like
her fingers to her keyboard, she began her crusade as if she was searching for the Holy Grail. She began an online quest, hopping from forum to forum on every inch of the PokeNet to try and find answers about the newly discovered yet barely known PPC.
Why do I get the feeling she thinks like really great intellectual discussions come from our atheism?
Her face was lit up with wonder, and a smile was curled across her lips with excitement and determination with every click of her mouse. Before, searching the PokeNet was mostly from boredom. Just finding something funny to read and then shutting it down, just like that. But now it had become her Lord and Savior from all this lame and boring,
Girl, you need Jesus.
as well as becoming... That was the
Girl
first
needs a
story.
dick.
becoming her second home, where she could be herself without the harsh judgment of
Oh.
others.
Wow.
Hours and hours passed before any progress was made at all. All of her momentum and motivation of wonder and excitement began to turn into that of frustration and mental agony as she found herself in a perpetual loop of he said this, she said that literally ran her in circles across several forums.
It literally ran her in circles.
At first, she was just going to see if there was any information about a PPC location in Burbank City. But the more or less she found, she learned that she just had to find anything she could get her hands on. Even the tiniest bit of helpful information would make all of her efforts worth it. Zoe began glaring at her computer screen in contempt as site after site mindlessly babbled on with rumor-filled nonsense. Checking back on TSOU page, there were more responses to the original post about the PPC. Slowly reading them one at a time, she saw messages from familiar names line up vertically on the screen. She prayed to Arceus before returning
Hey, a Pokemon name!
her gaze back to her
I
screen.
think that was a screen name.
I have no
Arceus-
idea. She prayed to it, so
Arceus.
maybe. I think this whole PPC thing
Arceus is God, right?
is just, I don't know. I
I
never played
would
that
say
game.
Pokemon God.
It's just something stupid the OP made up to get attention, says
Oh,
Snorrath. I'm not so sure about that. I've heard of the PPC before, and not just on this forum. Maybe there's more truth to it than we think, says Pika-Clue. Seriously, guys, this is stupid, lol.
Cersei Gers.
Grimer girl.
Ooh,
Maybe-
that sounds
Girl.
kinky.
Maybe if some of actually went around looking, we might uncover something. Mew dude. Good luck with that. You'd be better off finding a girlfriend. Ponedge.
420 blaze it.
420 blaze it.
Dude, I have a girlfriend, Mew dude. I call BS. Prove it, brah, says Pro Bro.
Bro.
Wow. Seriously? Can't we be mature about this? Grimer
About
girl.
what?
God, nothing has happened.
Shut up! Let us talk! Says Pro Bro.
God, nothing has happened.
So are you guys done fighting because you look like idiots? Says Pika-Clue.
Which one is she?
We have no idea. I assume none of these people.
Cool.
Says the guys with the dumb name like Pika-Clue, says Snorrath.
That's actually my favorite of the names.
Pika-Clue?
Yeah. They're all terrible.
Zoe patiently read down the entire list of posts. Her level of regret slowly increasing as the conversation thread progressed onward.
Oh my gosh, I finally empathize with this character!
And less it had to do with the topic at hand, slowly enraging her to a strong boiling point. Scrolling down further, she prayed that she would find better results.
How long are we taking this segment to?
She really tried to have faith in the civility
Just
of the
come,
forum
Philip.
I'm gonna say 4. That's not happening.
about secret societies, but that faith would only be tested
Sam.
to the point of snapping in half.
I mean, it was only supposed to run till 3.
So yeah, guys, I think this PPC stuff is totally bogus as well, Grimer girl. Says the one person who's trying to be female, Snorrath. Hey, shut up, don't be a jerk, Grimer girl. Ha, you people, says Qualter. You got a problem, dude? Says Pro Bro. Nope, only an idea of how ignorant you all are, says Qualter.
Walter just sounds like someone fat-fingered the name Walter.
Bruh, what the hell is your problem? Says Pro Bro. It sounds like you may know something. Is there anything you can tell us about the PPC? Pika-Clue.
I'm guessing she's Pika-Clue.
No,
No, she's not any of these people. She's
Oh.
just
She's
reading
just
these.
reading the thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. This one says Pike-Clue, but I think it's supposed to say Pika-Clue. The end of the chat box ended.
I like what you're doing there, Philip.
meaning that she would need to hit the next button on the screen if she wished to see more.
I think we're pretty
I-
close to those.
She stared at the screen.
We got 2 more minutes.
Her heart slowly gaining another shard of hope as she lowered her cursor to it, shaking at the thought that something may actually happen on the next page. She quickly spammed the next button, clicking it anxiously to get to the results of this argument. What the heck is PPC, Qualter? Tell me you're kidding me. Please tell me you're kidding me, Snorrat. Oh, I think I clicked on the wrong forum. Sorry, everyone, Qualter. What an idiot, Ponedge.
Oh, I forgot these.
So yeah, about the pics of your GF, Mew dude, show us what you got, Pro Bro. Screw you, Mew dude. Idiots! Zoe roared angrily as she threw her back onto the bed in defeat yet again, as she had every other night for the past week. Just when she thought that the maturity of the board was about to shift and offer up a taste of truth, it was nothing more than a ridiculous ruse that left her nothing but salty.
Oh my god!
As many times as forums and things had done this to her, which by her count was more than enough to make any person lose their minds,
So does
she
she have a count or not?
still never saw it coming.
Nah, total lurker.
Which led to many angry rants in the middle of each thread. The idiocy this time was so strong that she didn't even want to
TJ,
post
let me
anything.
down here. Get to the poker fucking.
But
We're done! I can tell, pal!
that wasn't
It
about to
breaks me
stop her.
ground!
All the frustration
I'm
and
free!
anguish of her hopes being dashed immediately flowed
I'm
from her
completely
fingers like a
free.
faucet.
Fuck all of you!
Raining it all down upon everyone. She furiously put her keys to her keyboard and let her words rip like a Beyblade.
Like nothing happened!
Do you guys know the guy?
I had to get to the line, let her words rip like a
Do you guys
Beyblade.
know that the guy that created Bomberman and Beyblade died this week?
I didn't know that was the same guy.
Yeah.
I heard the Bomberman guy died.
Yeah, he also created Beyblade.
Oh wait, she does have an account. We're about to see her first post. Are you guys kidding me?
Carter? Nothing
This
is
is a
happening.
thread about secret
Okay, so
society.
it's not
Okay,
fair.
I'm
Next
gonna look
week,
at the bottom
not
of the
just
screen
a
and
thread.
I don't see polka tits. We're done.
A site dedicated
Time
to
for
those
us.
I don't see
threads.
polka tits. We're
Are
done.
you seriously going to
Ultimate
pick at
epic
each other
Battle
like a bunch of freaking grade schoolers? Some of us go to these threads for information on things, and here you are taking a giant dump on its purpose. What is wrong with all of you?
I want to know, why does someone fantasize about useless,
Posts.
stupid,
Evolution
God.
leader.
Jesus.
You mad, bro? Pro, bro.
It's just so boring.
Yes, and I'm so glad I chose it!
Evolution leader.
Oh my God.
Zoe dropped her head in defeat, smashing her forehead right into her keyboard. In that moment, she didn't want to do anything but let her computer beep obnoxiously from the fact that she was holding keys down. It was the audio representation of her hopes flatlining, as if they were hooked up to a heart monitor. Slowly, she removed her head, rubbing her forehead from the actual pain that she felt on the inside of her head. Sighing heavily, she shook her head and was ready to close up shop.
We're creating a game.
I guess no one really gives a shit anymore, Zoe grumbled, wiping
We can yell.
Hey Carter,
the slowly forming
Carter.
tears out of her eye. Yes?
we're ready for the next
Oh.
thing.